great to have you back. I really appreciate you pinch hitting today. You're normally a star, but for a star to come in and help me out, I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Dale. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I could hear you, Alba. How are you today?
Great, and you?
Good, and I believe you're on. It was only about 2 weeks ago, and you were showing a zone on the S&Ps, and I remember saying that, so you're expecting new highs can happen, and there's that green zone, right? Okay, so
yeah. Do you see my screen?
Yeah, we have the S&Ps up here. So we got to that green zone. Is today's action enough to activate your wolf wave?
Well, we need to. Well, the movement and the rejection was over here.
Right.
We could have take shorts over here. I remember I told you any shorts over here, over this area, was good for me. But if we want to make a technical entrance, we have to wait for the rejection or the lower high.
Okay.
And this is the gap of tonight.
All right.
And the S&P has bounced in a very special trend line.
4 hour.
Well, not trend line, it's a moving average. It's the 200 simple moving average. So if you want to open short, it's okay discretionally, because the price has went back into the wolf wave. But if you want to make a great entrance with a better relation with risk and benefit, then we have to wait for the price to reject this area, or the 38.2 or the 50 or the 71.8, even the 50 moving average.
Okay.
Like this.
Look for a rip. Looking for a rip or a failing rally here to sell into. Got it.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it. Okay. I'm waiting for it. As Estelia said, as I said, the previous interview, market is all about balance, and the correction, it has to be sooner or later. So
yeah, you know what I've noticed? Tell me, I mean, I know you're active on social media and the Twitter feed, that I'm actually noticing complacency on this drop. People saying, well, it could just be a tactic by Trump, and it could end up being resolved, or every break is held, this one probably will too. And I think, I don't know what you think, but the action Friday going into the end of the week was not the kind of Friday close I would say, yeah, short the close here Friday, the way it finished. And I bet I'm not the only one that thought that, and makes me think a lot of longs are trapped from late last week.
There was a detail in the daily close here. Well, I have here another wolf wave in 4 hours. This was the Friday's daily close and the closing.
Right.
If you combine it with Fibonacci, once we have a wolf wave, if we have lower highs, I like to combine it with Fibonacci, as I said, as I've done with this.
But see what I mean? And it was above 61.8. Okay.
Yeah.
It closed at the high, but it closed at the high. How many people said I'm gonna?
Against.
Okay. So did you sell that close Friday?
No.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
I had shorts before in the previous week.
Okay.
And I was waiting for the double top. That with this pullback wasn't a double top very clean. So I combined it with Fibonacci, and with the gap, the Fibonacci is almost completed, I think. More, yeah. I think here. So right now I'm waiting again for a rejection over here. Dow Jones is weaker than S&P right now.
It has been.
He doesn't even go up to test even 38.2 or whatever. And
Yeah.
I have here for you another comparison. Do you remember last time I was here, I put the chart of a geometry of another trader who was comparing Russell and S&P and all
Oh,
the
yes.
divergences.
Yeah,
Well,
there was massive divergence, you were saying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This
on that.
chart is about the put call ratio. This is the CBOE equity put call ratio. This is the CPCE. And this is more, this is like a sentiment indicator. This sentiment indicator is considered excessively bullish when the put call ratio is relatively low, and excessively bearish when the put call ratio is relatively high. So we have here a divergence. We have some descending wedges. Do you call them wedges?
Yes, falling wedges.
And you know, when the breakout, then the S&P goes down. Now we are again in the bottom level, in the lower part. So we can expect a higher movement down for the S&P. That was a chart for David Lariu. He's an economist. And I have them in mind. Also, I have two things to show you from USD yen and gold. I agree with Stylianos. Stylianos is the name. We had
you showed the gold. You said you were gold was going to break and then it would rally because the market would sell off, but you were looking to short a rally.
Yeah, I was looking more in this support area. This is a very important support. It's a monthly support. And it has bounced here, but again we need higher lows to look at the targets. We have this is take profit 1, this is take profit 2, more or less in, let me see the cross.
So you're bullish gold here?
Right now not. I'm waiting for a bounce.
To sell?
Not for a bounce to buy. Right now, the gaps needs to be filled more or less. So I'm waiting for it. Or if it goes down.
I asked about the gold. You're bullish gold now. That's what you were talking about, right? Gold.
Yeah, right now, gold. Yeah. I'm waiting for a bounce, a higher low.
I see.
More or less over here or over here in 1,273 more or less is the area to go to the targets. I have 2 targets, but I can calculate 2 more. Even in Dow Jones, no, in S&P, I have here the 2 targets. But if it breaks this 200 moving average, I have 2 more here. And I'll tell you why. It will be the extra targets.
Okay. So an acceleration move, you have targets down in the green boxes.
In case it breaks the 200 moving average, it's the same pattern as this one. You see this one? This is the USD yen. And I'm going to tell you something about the USD yen right now. But look at the yellow wolf wave here.
Yeah.
It has a concrete pattern in a concrete place with the resistance in 0.5 also, and with high with a movement, a bullish movement, previous bullish movement. So I calculate 4 targets. It doesn't matter if the S&P reaches the target 1, target 2, and then goes up. If it rejects the price, or if it makes a lower high below 0.5, you can consider the 4 targets. So it's possible a bounce over here, but if it rejects or makes a lower high, we can consider also one second.
Okay.
These two targets. And it wouldn't be crazy. It wouldn't be crazy at all. It would be
Just a correction.
just a correction, yeah. No alarms, because the greatest support line is over here, is over the 2,600. So
Okay.
it could be so we need to wait for the reaction, for the price reaction, and otherwise we need to look in 4 hours if the S&P loses the 200 moving average and make a pullback or something and rejects, to adjust the entrance. But if you make a discretional open short right now, you open shorts right now, it could be great. But always the stop loss be up on 0.5 and up on the previous maximums over here, over here.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, the S&P, it moves accordingly to the indexes, accordingly. And now I'm going to work this Fibonacci if it wants, and because now it's in the area, in the rejection area. So I'll wait. Also, it conflicts with the gap, to cover the gap. So I'm waiting here, and I put the Fibonacci from this maximum, because I work Fibonacci's from the highest, from the highest high, and I work with 3 impulses, or this is the first impulse, this is the second impulse, and the third one for me is the last one, and it goes from here to here, the third one. Now it's completed also, so I have to start again, start over, and now this is the first one, I want a second one and a third.
So you would be selling a rally into the gap that we left today? Okay.
Yeah,
where are you wrong?
The gray area.
Yeah, all right. And how would you manage the risk with stops over
for example, if the price reject 50 level or 71.8, always in Fibonacci, I put the stop loss more or less one level upon 71.8 level. Even if it rejects 71.8 or 50 or 32.8, the stop loss must be over here.
Okay. Got it.
For me.
Okay.
This is how I work. So I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for it to make a good entrance, to be more comfortable in the market. I know it's difficult, but
if we take out that low and say we're already in the zone, and the next time it rolls over, what would be a downside target if we take out that low at 110.25, last night's low, 110.30, whatever it was?
What do you say?
If we take out the low from last night, what would be your downside target? Yeah, that low. If we take out that low, okay, 109.5 about?
Yeah, 109.57, more or less.
All right, looking forward to that number.
Yeah, also I'm looking forward to. We have to wait right now 15 minutes for the opening bell, so let's see if the movement goes lower, or a rejection over here in 23.6 for me is not a Fibonacci level, a valid Fibonacci level.
Okay, were there?
It doesn't reach even the 38.2.
Yeah, that shows how weak it is if it can't get there.
Yeah, when the price doesn't even.
That's what I'm saying, Alba. People are trapped from Friday. You may have been short before.
People are trapped from Friday. People open longs in Friday, really?
They didn't short the close Friday. There's no book on technical
No, but
analysis.
doesn't open a position just in the closing bell, because in the weekend can happen a lot of things. The plane can crash,
Yeah.
and Trump
Right.
can, everything. And for me, it's more probable that a bad thing happen in the weekend than a good thing. So,
well, I'm not even talking about fundamentals. I'm just saying the chart with Friday's
the chart
close was not,
attacking
gave you no
the
indication.
resistance.
The chart on Friday's close
wasn't
bearish. Was it bearish?
No, it wasn't.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. So it wasn't bearish. So people stayed long and woke up to this, and they're trapped.
If they had a long position, it's okay. It's okay. And now I think the stops or the stops with benefits if you have a long position.
I give up trying to express my point on that. I think that people would not have shorted that, would have stayed long, and that the market may not rally much because everyone's expecting it to, but they're trapped, and maybe Mr. Market's going to be a mean guy and not give them a 61.8% rally to get out.
A 61.8% rally? What?
Yeah, from last night's lows. Maybe it doesn't rally back 61.8 to 29.30 or 29.20.
Don't know. I'm now looking for the price structures, just the price structures. If it loses these price structures, we look for the next one and combine it with Fibonacci in lower time frames, and that's what I'm not comfortable open longs right now because I have these various patterns.
I'm not talking about opening longs. Okay.
So that's what do I have right now? And also,
go ahead.
I have this one, but it's not reacting. I had this Fibonacci mark that conflued with in USD Swiss franc. I was waiting for a rejection over here, but it's overpassing it. So I'm not going to tell you anything. I had here in 4 hours like a cup and handle inverted, but with this bounce, it can cancel the pattern. So
you have a view on the dollar or euro?
On the dollar, I have here, for example, the dollar index. And I don't know which one is going first, if the dollar index or the S&P or Dow Jones, but this resistance was a great resistance that the dollar index broke. And right now it's failing. It doesn't just bounce and make. And it's making, well, right now this one is right now in the support, but we can wait for a fail.
So you're neutral right now?
Yeah, neutral. Right here, in dollar. Dollar is covering, USD yen is covering the gap. Now it's not a moment to open shorts.
Okay.
But if the price reject or make a lower high from 97.8, it can go down here for the next support. Over here. So don't know. Right now the dollar index.
Yeah, that was a pretty weak response to the employment number Friday for the dollar. And pretty weak response today with risk off. Yeah, the dollar is not exactly exploding with risk off right now.
I'm not touching CAD, the USD CAD or CAD in general, because we have you have at your time at quarter to 2 the Stephen Polos is speaking, and also the OC tonight at 9:30 p.m. and at 12:30 it has the retail sales and the RBA interest rate decision. So there will be volatility. And
how about oil? How about oil, Alba?
Okay. Oil, oil, oil. I have it here. I'm going to open it. I had it. This is the full one. Okay. This is the key. I had here like this is a verse pattern. It was great, but it doesn't advance because of the 50 moving average in daily. So again, we have to wait for
a retrace.
I don't have here an oscillator, but I'm sure if we have here an oscillator, there is a bearish divergence. So after a bearish divergence, I want to wait for a lower high to combine it with Fibonacci. It can go lower than here, but it needs to break the 50 moving average. That you can see it has respected
today.
And also, right now the candle is rejecting, is bouncing, or respecting it. So
okay,
I'll wait for lower high. If we want to work with the smallest Fibonacci, is this one. This is the rejecting area. And if we want to work with the biggest one, the area will be this one. So this will be the area to look for a lower high.
Okay. You want to show your blog and where people could reach you, Alba?
I don't have it right now. Okay.
Okay.
I have the Twitter.
Well, there's a website address on that. Is that yours? Sala Para Traders?
It's mine.
Okay.
Sala Para Traders is a project. It's a community for traders, and we work daily. We analyze everything. We make directs like you do with these ForexAnalytix, but in a smaller community. And also we made some projections and make analysis. And
you're very good and very disciplined and very beautiful.
Thank you, Dale.
All right, so I'm allowed to say that, right? Okay, it's my show. I could say it. So thank you, Alba. Thank you so much. Thanks so much for coming in today and updating us on your stuff. Really appreciate it.
Okay, anytime.
All right. Okay, everyone follow Alba and learn about the wolf wave.
Any question? I normally don't tweet in English. I tweet in Spanish. But if they have any question, just write me. I can answer them. I normally put charts and clean charts so they can see everything. But if they have any doubts or if they want to write me an email, anything, I can answer them.
Okay.
I'll be glad to.
Thank you so much for your giving spirit, Alba. Have a great week. Good hunting. And everyone in F.A.C.E, thank you. We'll see you tomorrow for Turnaround Tuesday. Don't just count your pips, count your blessings. And we'll see everyone tomorrow. Adios.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.